I feel like I could sleep here. Like that could be my bed, bring my blankets, like my stuffed animals. There you go, I could sleep here. It's like home.
At first glance, this may seem like an ordinary building, but for students like Inelis Jimenez Olivero, the Tierney Learning Center after-school program is an oasis. This center is located in South Boston, up the street from Castle Island and surrounded by Boston public housing. The center's mission is to address the educational, employment, financial stability, and health and wellness goals of low-income families in South Boston. Genesis Janeo and Inelis can attest to the feeling of a close-knit community. Both girls have been enrolled in the after-school program since they were 8 years old. They're now in the 5th grade.
I get help right away, and it's really taught me how to do things over these past years here. And also, when every day I come in here, I learn something new.
They do help because when we have problems or something, they fix it. They help you.
But this oasis is facing a threat. Gentrification is affecting this community because high-priced housing is being built around the center.
We've been established in the community through the changes that we've seen. We are the most diverse out of all the clubs in Boston. So we do have some of those new families that are joining our programs, but we also have, families who've been living in public housing. This site in particular, we try and get most of our kids who live in this housing development.
It's very important for them to understand that they have a place to live, right? It's very important for them to know that because of the drastic changes that are happening in South Boston, that they won't be displaced.
Students like Genesis and Inelis believe the Tierney Learning Center will always be their home. Even when their neighborhood is changing, they'll still have a place where they'll be welcomed after school with open arms.
We are at capacity, we are at 65 kids. We provide them with emotional, social security, I think. We provide a positive area, a positive space for them to be in. And we provide a structured environment. Since we have different offerings, for example, we have recreation, we have computer lab, we have STEAM, arts and crafts, things like that. We know what their likes are, we know what their dislikes are, what kind of behavioral problems they have if they do.
We do a lot of work trying to connect their school day with the after-school program and be on the same page. So the youth know that they have a network of adults that are caring for them, from the beginning of the day till the very end of the day.
They make the program that's how it's safe for me. It's every staff, I just know them. I come in, I'd be like, hey, hi, what's up? It's every day, I just know them, and each staff makes me happy. It's a different part of them that has their own unique side.
For a lot of our kids, they're thinking about today. They're not thinking past today. A lot of them, it doesn't seem like a reality for them to be anything they want to be. The point of our program is to kind of connect them to different opportunities. Maybe you're not going to go away, to a 4-year college, but you might be able to, do X, Y, and Z. And we want to make sure that you know that there is the possibility that you can do whatever you want, and that's kind of why we exist, so we can help you get there and show you how to do it, even if your families have never experienced it before.
About a third of the kids who attend the Tierney Learning Center come from the Michael J. Perkins Elementary School across the street, a K-5 school. The center welcomes kids from ages 6 to 14 years old from other areas of Dorchester and South Boston.
This site, as it is, it's only Section 8 low income. So we're talking about kids that come from very poor families. We're talking about kids that are very resilient because of that. We're talking about kids that experienced family loss due to drug use. We're talking about kids that have experienced violence. So when they come here, they tend to forget about that. And this is what helps them out the most. And since we provide these services and we have these connections and networks that we can use, that's where we can try to change the game and try to make them be aware that there is more to life than what they experience here. And hopefully it can be for something better, I mean, for me, a major achievement is having a kid grow up here and go to college. That's a major step for anybody, right? So I would say that's something that they can aspire to at least.
The center is part of a larger Boys and Girls Club in Boston. Through community outreach and taking advantage of their location, staff members are able to create more opportunities for the kids.
We try to have leaders of the community come, city councilors come. We try to have, donations come from those people that are outside of this area, this housing area. And then we try to make that connection between those families and their families.
For Annalise, the Tierney Learning Center has been more than a program. The center has been a place where she's been able to grow up.
I have everything. I have the people I love here every day. Like, if it was growing up here, it was perfect because I just got to spend time with the people I loved. I got to meet new people here and see. I had a great experience here, coming back from school every day, me knowing that I'm coming here. I think about it. After I wake up, I go to school, I'm just like, it's 3 o'clock, I'm like, I'm going to the Tierney. And I just think about, I'm finished my homework, I'm gonna go on the computers, I'm gonna go to recreation, it's just gonna be fun.
Genesis and Annalise hope to stay with the program even after they age out. The Tierney will always be their home, a haven that provides them a safe place to just be a kid.
I want to come here and work here because I want to teach the other kids how it was for me. It was super fun. It was like this. I want to show them how fun it was and for them to play here and be comfortable as I was. I love the Tierney.